Ahoy hoy and welcome to Burning Wheel, your regularly scheduled right on time programming every Wednesday at 7 Pacific time. Um we we did some record keeping, we did some house cleaning, we did some trait voting off camera, and we have the same characters, but they have a couple new things. So let's go down the line and do full bit.
Oh,
It's me first, usually.
It's you first, usually, and also right now.
Okay, I'm playing Morrine Beaumont. She's a city wife who used to be a knight, and then she had her arm cut off. My beliefs are belief number one. Oh, they're very wordy now. I have made a promise to stay out of crazy affairs, and I will hold to this. Alden and I have been unemployed long enough. I need to get a job to support our family and Casa Beaumont. Belief number two, I have tolerated Lucas's irregular and dangerous behavior for too long. The children must be found, and Lucas will be disciplined for his actions. Belief number three, the Duchess is the sole reason my family has been separated. She now owes me, which she will pay with either with her life or with a trip out of this wretched town. Instincts. Instinct number one, always aid those who have been neglected. Instinct number two, never trust decisions made by so called divinity. And instinct number three, always choose blood over water. Then my traits are one track mind, condescending, ouchy back, defiant, mark of privilege, sworn homage, missing limb, fearless, stubborn, and baleful stare.
Okay, Sean, Ada, you're next on the line.
yes, hello everyone. I'm playing Ada, everyone's favorite little relentless journeywoman, and my beliefs are while it pains me, I have temporarily given up on the Sword of Wintertide. I must find out where the Duchess has gone, though, and will follow her after my business in Hochen is finished. Number two, Lucas continues to endanger Odelia. They must be separated. And number three, I betrayed Ragaire's trust when I killed Gutrung. I will talk to him and find a way to make amends. For my instincts, number one, I will make sure that evil is punished for its misdeeds. Number two, traveling is a dangerous business. I always have an eye out for incoming trouble. And number three, learning the lost arts of the ancients is my life's goal. I always dig for more information on the world's artifacts, regardless of people's opinion. Traits. I have so many. Okay, superstitious, garrulous, that's your SAT word once again. Slow to forget, cold blooded, blank stare, geometric, maid, man, woman, and weather sense. New one, tall tale teller, which I'm excited to try out, and driven and backbreaking labor.
You have a lot. Okay, Connor.
Okay, Brother Wirt, the man of the cloth. Beliefs. The wolf and the duchess seem to be related. I must unfurl the origin of their connection. The Sword of Wintertide is the key to saving Hoken. Ada needs help acquiring it and breaking the curse. Willow is ardent in her faith, but she needs to be convinced to slow down for the sake of Hoken. Instincts. I have faith in the mind Our Lady gave me. I always stand my ground when defending the weak and fighting injustice. And when someone asks for advice, long parables of the saints always have nuggets of gold. Traits. Hide before battle. Infallible religious logic. Matriarchal. Weight of the world. Long-winded. Tonsured. Rapier wit. Faithful. Dreamer. Diffusing. And resourceful, which is one that we've sort of homebrewed.
Yes, I know you expect nothing but strict adherence to the rules, and we're gonna bend that rule today.
Highly.
Um, and last, Sarah.
Well, it's your favorite Lone Ranger elf, Ragaire. Starting with beliefs. Well, I failed. Lucas has caused some trouble. I need to find those kids. Belief number two. This Duchess is tempting Ada to the dark side. I need to help Ada get the artifact so the Duchess has no sway.
Now they want to help me.
And then this elf, random elf that's in this town is more suspicious. We gotta reveal their identity and learn their motives directly one of these days. Finger shaking. My instincts are never wait for backup. Instinct 2 is I only draw my sword once all other possibilities have been exhausted. After all, once my sword is drawn, my enemy must perish. And I never take orders from anyone except my liege. Traits, all them elven traits, being pretty and sparkly and
Yep.
all them good stuff. Cool-headed, intense, cool uncle. I'm very cool if you guys haven't heard.
Ice cold.
um, exile, so elves no like me. Other elves no like me. Quiet and lone ranger. I'm just being a vigilante out there on my own, trying to do good in the world.
Mhm, mhm.
um,
Okay, perfect. Well, let's see. I think when we last left, Connor had, or I guess Wirt had just failed the faith roll.
Mhm.
Remind us what that was. What were you? What set the scene for us? What were you doing?
Wirt had gathered all the old fucks in the abbey just in a room, and we just sat and thought really hard about some kids in the woods, and nothing happened. I think that basically sums it up.
I think you made a. I remember it being a big roll.
Oh yeah, I rolled 8 dice
Hmm.
to get an ob 5, open
Hmm.
ended and everything,
Yes,
and I failed. I failed pretty hard.
you did fail pretty hard. Okay, so Wirt, uh, you are standing in a circle with these people. You're like holding hands with them. You close your eyes and you're all praying, asking for the. Let's see. You wanted like to know the direction to find the children.
Mhm.
Um, so you are like in- completing this prayer, and then you like finish, and it doesn't appear as though anything has happened. You are you like sometimes it like comes to you in your mind of like this is what I need. Sometimes it's like a physical manifestation in the world. This time you're like sitting there waiting, 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 and then you open your eyes expecting to see the room that you were just in, but you don't see that. You see nothing. There's just darkness all around you. And you realize like the hands you were holding, like your hands are just empty right now. And it's just silent. And it is just dark. It is as if there is nothing. And you have but a moment to take all of this in before in front of your face you see a large like ripple in the darkness, and then you see sort of this large eye open, maybe like a foot wide eye, and
Mm-mm.
this is probably like 3 feet in front of you. um there's no lighting, but you can see this perfectly, and then like you see the second eye opens, and then this broad grin sort of erupts into a smile, and you realize that there's a huge face right in front of you,
Mm-mm.
and it sort of smiles and looks at you with these little cat eyes, and it says, "Who are you? Come to me, little dove. I can see you were not expecting me, but I can see you have lost and seek one, no, two little doves. I can help you with this task if you ask of me." And then it's like you turn and look, and everywhere you look is this face just staring at you.
Ooh. Ooh, okay, okay. Um, am I familiar with any depictions of any deities like this, just a face in the darkness or multiple faces or anything like that.
Go ahead and make a check.
Sounds like a religion wise to me.
Religion.
Or demonology.
Yeah,
I
did
would
you have
say
a skill
either of
in
those.
mind?
I mean, either one, uh, I think would be appropriate, demonology or religion-wise. I felt like religion-wise applied mostly to my religion,
Mhm.
and I just gut instinct, this is not related to my deity. Correct?
I'm not going to tell you that answer,
Okay, well then
but I think demonology is probably a better fit.
yeah, okay. So we're
But I
gonna
do
roll.
agree, the religion-wise is like religion of your religion.
Yes, yeah. So we will roll demonology. That sounds delightful.
Okay. And you just want to know if like this, like if you essentially know what you're speaking to, or if there's
Yeah.
anything that seems similar to
hmm
what you're speaking to. Okay. Um, Let me get an ob for you. Um, I think it's probably pretty easy. You will call it an ob 2. Yes,
Ob 2.
the colon comes after, and then the ob. So ob 2.
I got no idea. Okay, so I will Wirt, clearly in the presence of some degree of power, will take a knee.
Mhm.
O powerful creature, I know not who you are or where I find myself, but please enlighten me. To whom do I speak?
And you just hear this whisper in your ear as it's now suddenly behind you, but still in front of you, and it says, "I am the consort. I help those who ask for it. What is it you need of me?"
With whom do you consort? I have no knowledge of this person.
You know, so I guess the consequence of your failed demonology roll is not that you don't know, but that you have knowledge that you don't like. The
Oh
consort
boy.
is like the lady and the consort are related. It
Oh.
is
Mm-hmm.
it's not like as black and white as like the lady's good, the consort is evil. It's more of
Mm-hmm.
like they are just at odds, but they also work together. Like this is not a revered figure in your religion by any means.
Mm-hmm.
It's most people don't even like acknowledge that it exists, or you probably didn't even think that it existed. Um, but it is in like a number of parables. It is a being who people speak to. It helps some people. It hurts some people. It's sort of just like a wild card from the parables, and it doesn't really have a lot of written lore about it. So you know that this is like it says that, and you say, "Oh, okay, great. Oh no,"
Mm-hmm.
but you
Mm-hmm.
don't really
Okay.
know much more about it in as like a being.
Sure. Okay. Um. I will attempt to very diplomatically and conscious of my cadence and my tone.
Mhm.
Consort, I seek not your aid. I seek the aid of my lady, who I have faith in and who has given me my light and life. If you can assist me in finding my lady to speak to her, I would be grateful, but I do not beseech you for your direct aid.
Well, she seems to have forsaken you because you called out and I heard it. Why would she do that? I can't tell you that. But like I said, if you want those little doves, you have but to ask. Otherwise, I don't think they're within your grasp like they are mine.
I
She's
will
so
not
creepy.
abide this trickery. I
I,
insist you release me at once.
I don't aim to trick. If you want to go, by all means go. But know that the children, those doves, you won't find them. They metal and powers beyond them. Anyway, goodbye then. And then the face sort of like melts away, and you're like left. You're like come to, and you're like gripping. You're next to Wombly Bigger, and Wombly Bigger's like, "Oh, Wirt, you let go of my hand right now. You're hurting my fingers." And you like are in a cold sweat. You are like crushing Wombly Bigger's fingers in your hand, and you like, and let go. And everyone's looking at you like, are you okay?"
I'm fine.
Well, my hand is not.
Papa Wamblebiger, my sincerest apologies. I've been tempted. There's some devilry, some trickery that's reaching out to me. A dark figure came to me in the void and tempted me with the knowledge that we seek, but I held firm in my faith in Our Lady, and I did not listen to it, but this is very concerning. Anyone, did what did you experience? Did anyone hear anything, see anything?
No, we were sitting here until you started squeezing my hand. It was not but moments ago that you finished the prayer. If this figure came to you and you're being tempted by something, you must repent. You've done something wrong, clearly.
All humans are sinners, and we all should repent for our deeds. I agree.
Well, you could start by doing my chores because my hand is now hurting. He's gonna turn that he is gonna walk to the mumbling and he's holding his hand. I think who else was here? You had Winifred and was Willow here? I couldn't remember if you invited Willow or not.
No, Willow was explicitly kept out of this. I
So yeah, you
believe
have
Wanda was here and Wendy and Wobbly Bigger, and I think we said
Bigger.
no, Wayne is not there.
Oh.
yeah. So you're with these people who you don't know any of them like BFFs, but they're
Mhm.
sort of like chit chatting with you, like, what did you see? Where did I? They just want to know more about what you're this tempting that you were describing. And
Yeah, I think Wirt.
Winifred is not having it. She says, "This is foul language. You shouldn't speak about that in the abbey."
Wirt is truthful with everything that he experienced and forthright, and will express, yes, well, this is a troubling event, and it is to the faith to see to it that we understand what is going on in Hochen. This is clearly related in some way.
We should tell Willow if that happened to you. She should know.
I agree. Yes.
Okay, well, let's go do that then.
Okay. Word goes upstairs and he goes and does that, I guess.
Confesses to his sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ada might intervene. I think she's hanging around and sort of
Vicar opens the door and is like, "Oh,
Huh?
you there! Move out of my way!"
She was probably trying to surreptitiously watch from the outside, curious sort of about how this would go down, but didn't want to intrude. And so she kind of like comes up to you and is like, "So, Wirt, did it work? Because it didn't look like it."
No, it didn't. Some foul demon of trickery has tried to tempt me. I have no new knowledge of the children.
Demon. Are you sure it was a demon?
Well, it was a face in a black void, and there were lots of them, and it was all the same face, and it whispered inside my head.
Whispered distinctly in your ear that you could feel it tickle.
It crawled inside my ear and whispered.
The worst kind of ASMR experience.
It then started eating food loudly in your ear.
Ada's like, yeah, but we're kind of out of options. Can you? Are you? The gods take many forms.
I assure you, a demon is no option, Ada. We'll walk through the forest on foot if we have to, but this is no help to us.
Okay, I'm just saying sometimes we have to choose the option that we don't want to always choose. But sure. I'll head back. Well, I'll wait for you to finish. We need to head back. She'll go back over to the door to the entrance of the abbey.
Yeah, I think Wirt is gonna go upstairs to Willow and just like, hey sis, just checking in. Saw the consort, definitely came and talked to me. I'm gonna go walk around in the woods for a while, hang out with Ada. Bye, love ya, and leave. just casually drive by and like walk into the room, 3 steps, say all that, and turn right around.
Okay, you're gone already down the hallway when you hear her like process what you said, and she like calls out after you. Are you just gonna keep walking? Okay, perfect. You find Ada at the door.
Start putting on coats.
Yes, I help him put on coats, and then we will forge our way through the snowy path back to the village. I can't quite remember. Are both of you still in the forest?
Mhm.
We recently discovered there's a bridge over every
There
gorge.
is, in fact, a bridge over
over
every
every
Oh, you did recently discover there is a bridge over every
Did it
gorge.
get us anywhere? No.
TBD.
to the other
We-
side
The
Yeah,
of the
other
gorge.
side
We
of, we're
can
on the other side
continue
of the gorge.
the straight line that we're at.
Yes.
The most
Straight
precise.
line.
It just might work, okay? It just,
Just
might work.
might work.
I need a trait that I can just roll. I guess that's luck.
Well, I think you had failed your tracking roll or whatever.
Oh
roll
yeah,
you
you
did,
informed
so
us
it's-
that we're not
yeah.
gonna get anywhere.
Okay.
No, yeah, we're not progressing, but we
Okay.
are continuing.
Okay. Well, now instead of just letting you wander aimlessly through the woods, you are continuing on your due straight path. You eventually see, like, occasionally see, like, some broken twigs or whatnot, like something came through here high above the ground. And then you see,
I can tell we're really getting close.
and then,
Morrine's just egging me on to this bad idea.
and then, Ragaire, you see
Okay.
little footprints.
Little footprints.
It's like little. First, you see 2 little ones, like they were dangling in the air, and they were like running as they landed, and then you see 2 more set land, and sort of. It almost looks like you see like a body print, and it almost looks like they fell and like rolled a little bit, and you're like, "Oh my god, we're on it!" And then you like follow these footprints for like I don't know, 10 feet. It's not far, and then you just notice there is a Well, here I'll set the scene from Morrine. Ragaire,
Ragaire, I told you we were getting close. Look.
Right,
Yeah,
you
you
were
see
right.
these
You
little-
were right. I should have trusted my instincts. I'm so glad you believed in me.
Yeah, Morrine, you see Ragaire find these footprints and follow them, and then you look up and you see Ragaire walking straight toward a perfect circle in the snow of just no snow.
Wait, Ragaire, come back. I think I see another shoe.
You see, I like pause, like mid step.
Don't step forward.
Ragaire, you look up, and it looks like there is just a circle in the forest. It's not big. It's probably like 5 feet diameter, and it's just like someone took a cookie cutter and just punched out the snow in this area.
How deep is the snow?
What
Here,
the
it's
heck
pretty
is
deep,
going
maybe
on?
like 2 feet. It's been like the bottom layers are like packed down ice at this point. So it's not like you're like sinking in as you walk by. I mean, you can now look and you're like, wow, this is 2 feet down to the forest floor from the snow.
I would have stumbled.
I'm gonna kick, like, go up to Ragaire and kick some snow into it. Does it stay?
Oh, good idea. What
Been
happens?
like normal.
Can I see little muddy footprints? Can I observe if there's like the tracks continue into the circle?
Do you want to check or do you want me to just tell you?
Check.
Dangerous words. I have an observation or a perception. I don't know if I'm countering anything, but I'm
I don't-
assuming I'm not. I'm just like scanning. I'm not like
Yeah. I
following.
mean, this. Yeah, I guess I'll just tell you this. You're not really
Okay.
rolling against anything. Yeah, like you see little, like on the snow, the footprints, but then there is no footprints inside the circle.
What is this?
Like there's a footprint that's like cut in half by the circle.
Ragaire, is the grass the same?
Yeah, I guess can I roll observations? Like, I don't know, can we do some tests with this circle where like I stick a stick in and like we see what, like throw a rock into the circle,
Mhm.
carefully take some time to observe the circle and like any adverse effects and see if I can like tell what it is.
Ragaire,
I don't think
doing.
observation will tell you what it is, but observational. I don't even know if observation will tell you about it. I will just tell you about it, but I don't think what you want to know about the circle you will gain with observation.
Ragaire, what if? Have you ever
I
heard
have
of
no skills for-
teleportation? Is that a real thing that people can do?
Yeah, I know I'm the worst person to ask about people because
They're like, yeah, elves, we teleport through trees all the time. I don't know what you weird people do.
we teleport very differently. Morrine, do you have any skills? We're both like,
Oh boy, do I have skills! I could bloodlet this circle, no problem.
we're like the two worst people to be assessing this circle. Becky, okay, so I think Ragaire knows that Ada went to get help. So Ragaire will kind of like climb a tree and like
You are
make a signal.
miles away.
Damn it.
Okay, I'll
I
roll
think-
history to see if teleportation is real.
Okay. Is that? I feel like that's a wise, but maybe history might work. Where is history?
In the like nightly history books, there's like, old Ulfred the Evil teleported his enemies away from him, and this is
Yeah.
history, so it's real.
Okay. Do you want to? Do you? Sure. We'll do ob 2.
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. No problem.
Wow.
I was gonna help you and then I was like, I have no way to help you.
Elves are infamously knowledgeable of human history.
Yeah.
We so don't care.
Yeah, you know that teleportation it is possible, but you know that from the history perspective, it has been outlawed for centuries because it rarely ever works well.
Hmm.
Somebody's lost a foot.
Yeah,
Just
that's
half a
why this
foot.
foot is cut in half. Oh my gosh, I hope Lucas cut his foot in half and not Odelia's.
A little foot that's cut in half is Odelia's foot.
No.
To be clear, you don't see half a foot left
Correct,
behind.
yeah, I
No,
understand.
just a footprint. Just a footprint.
We're not smart, okay?
We are the sharpest tools in the shed. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna go in this dang circle.
You hop down into the circle. It
Yeah.
sort of some of the snow like crumples in, and you can tell that like it doesn't look like the snow was physically removed because like there's no disturbances on the edge, and it's not like packed down or like scraped at all. It's just like you
Just
touch it and it like
vanished.
collapses because there was nothing supporting it on that side. But I
Okay.
mean, you hop down and you're just on the forest floor now.
Okay, Ragaire, if we hold each other really tight and think really hard, maybe we can teleport too.
I'm like, I don't think that's how that works.
You just said you didn't know how teleportation
I don't know, but I
You're
don't
pretty
think that's
certain
it.
it's not that.
I know what it's not. I don't know what it is, but I know what it's not. Yeah. Can I open is it worth opening a skill to find out?
Always.
What skill would I even open? Is there like gifted wise?
Sorcery wise.
There's sorcery wise.
yeah.
Sorcery wise. That sounds right. I've been observing these humans sort of for a time. Maybe I can recognize some patterns of things like happening to Lucas before.
Is sorcery wise one of those where you have to have it taught to you?
It doesn't have
No.
anything after it.
It doesn't? Okay.
It just says sorcery wise.
Can you just open wises? They're
Yeah.
not special? Oh yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, you can.
Heckity heck, look at that. Even though technically I think with wises I determine what the answer is, which might not apply in this case.
I think they can be used in two separate ways. One,
Okay.
to create bridges over gorges, and two, to discover information.
What do we think? What skill goes with sorcery wise?
It's
All wises
I think
perception.
are
all wises are
perception.
perception.
Okay, well, great. There you go.
Did I invent a little table of it telling you wises difficulties?
No, that's real.
Where
No, that's
is
real.
I
it?
think it's just
under
under
W for
wises.
wises.
Yeah.
It's under W for wises. It's not in the section called wises at the beginning of skills.
No. Why would it ever be there?
Why would it ever be there?
It must be the farthest away from a
Difficulties
helpful
are
spot.
only ever under that specific skill.
Common knowledge, interesting fact,
bizarre
details.
or obscure.
Damn.
Damn.
That's an ob 7.
Oh,
Well, I
probably
guess
not
what
worth
do
it.
you want to know?
Ooh,
What
what's your intent?
happened here?
No, no, no.
Is it illegal? Oh, I learned
Is
it
it
was.
illegal?
It's illegal.
I guess if you just want to know, like, okay, for this wise, you
I
can.
guess, is it something that Lucas did?
Hmm.
Or was it something done to him?
Oh,
That's good.
I think that's freaky details or specifics.
Okay. What I'm willing to negotiate.
See if it was a
Or
teleportation.
negotiate down. Okay. You could just say, is this consistent with teleportation? That would probably be uncommon knowledge, which is a 4. That's cut in half already.
We're slowly getting better and better at this.
Uh-huh. If you want to know
Uh,
what shape this is, that'd probably just be oblong.
I can't know what the shape is just by looking at it. I have to roll. I've seen this circular shape before.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm opening it, so I don't know if this is even gonna be helpful.
You have to succeed when you're opening things to count.
No.
No, so there's really no negative.
Okay.
Except for the
Well,
failed roll part.
Yeah.
failing forward. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid to fail. Let's
Don't be
go
afraid to
for it.
fail. So,
Um,
4.
up 4. I believe in myself. I'm gonna use that fate though for
Oh yeah.
opening new
Is it up
skills.
to? Up to 4?
No,
Oh.
it's up 4 up to 8.
No, no,
We
no,
negotiated down from ob 8 up to 16.
We did negotiate. I think I lost that negotiation. All right. Let's do it. You know, Ragaire just connects with the hive mind that is all of elvendom and tries to tries to go deep and see if there's anything he knows about what the heck is happening here. Nope.
2 6s.
2 6s. You only need 6 more successes.
Yikes.
I don't have enough fate as
It's not
it
worth
is.
Oh my god, you're at 0 fate.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
No, I'm
Oh, yeah.
I need to update that.
Um,
But yes,
okay.
I have 4.
Okay. So you wanted to know like what you could discern from this
Is it
circle?
teleportation?
Is it teleportation?
I think we settled, yeah. Is this consistent with teleportation?
Okay. Your consequence is unwanted information, which is my
Oh
new
god.
favorite failure.
That's good.
This
Great.
is consistent with teleportation gone wrong.
Of course it
Mm.
is. Deep, deep sadness. Um
You like look at it and you're like, something doesn't look quite right about this. And then you notice like you're looking really closely and you notice like some of the leaves on the forest floor are a little bit singed.
Mm,
Lauren,
what?
I want deep
I'm
breath.
holding there. Hold my hands.
Maybe keep your eyes closed. Go to a happy place.
Okay, I'm gonna be in a happy
It's all
place.
it's gonna be fine. But I think Lucas tried to teleport and I don't think it went very well.
That's why teleporting is illegal, Ragaire.
I know. I don't think Lucas knew that though. And he straight up teleported into somewhere, something.
Well, how far did they go? Did they continue in this straight line?
I don't think so. I would guess he's stuck in some demonic pocket dimension, but I would have no way of knowing that on my own. I'm just like, I have no idea where they are.
Worst
Ragaire-
case
Probably-
scenario is they've exploded.
Worst case scenario, they've exploded into dark matter.
Best case, they continued in this straight line.
Best case, straight line.
Sounds like that's what we should assume.
I think Ragaire's like, I think we should go get some help because this
Ada's
is
getting
not...
help, and Ada's gonna meet back up with us. That's why we have to continue.
She is. That she and Brother Wirt are on the footpath to the highway. I feel like yeah, I don't know. Ragaire's like, I don't know what we should do. I don't know how. I think we just need to go meet them halfway or bring them here.
Okay, we can bring them here. You're really smart, Ragaire, so I trust you. You
Yeah, I
always
am.
know the right
Smart
way to
as
go. I
self.
mean, you found this, so that's pretty good.
I feel like I pick up leaves, and I'm like leaving a little. We'll go track back, and I'll leave a traceable trail back to this circle.
Okay, easy enough. You guys are headed back to town?
We're gonna
Yeah,
meet
I
them
feel like
halfway.
we're just like, yeah, walking. Assuming Ada's coming back the way we came, we just go back, and we're assuming we're gonna meet them along the way to like be able to bring them to the circle.
Did you
And
go with them into the forest at all, Ada?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I
But not
think you
fully.
turned around at the bridge.
at the bridge, it was when the bridge was built. It was when we parted ways.
Mhm.
I think it was
I-
like when y'all failed the tracking roll.
Yeah, and I
And there
think
was a
we said
gorge, and
go
then you
get.
established the
We were like,
gorge.
get Brother Wirt. We're gonna need some help. So I think we're operating under the assumption that you guys are coming to meet us.
Yeah. So let's say you guys meet up.
Leading Wirt into the forest.
Okay, you meet up at some indeterminate point between the bridge and the town.
Okay.
Guys,
Hello
I'm so
there.
glad you're here. I
Ada,
hold
where's
out
the
like
help?
singed. I'm like singed leaves.
Singed leaves handing out.
I'm like, Brother Wirt, what is this? Is this magic?
Is it teleportation? Is that real? Oh, I know it's real. It's illegal.
It was
It's very
outlawed.
illegal. Yes.
People were teleporting from one side of a gorge to the other, and it was going poorly. So that's when they built bridges over everything.
It's part of the bridge.
It was a Great Bridge Gorge Compromise. Ban teleportation.
There's a monopoly on teleportation magic.
The carpentry guilds and the architects were ecstatic.
Yeah.
There's big lobbying going
The
on.
wood lobby really came in clutch. I'm like, Brother Wirt, this way, and I'm just like, I assume I'm like pulling you along to like where this I found us a circle. I think it's teleportation gone wrong, and I like just haul you off in the
Sure.
direction where we came from.
I totally don't know anything at all about teleportation,
It's
but
not magic.
I've decided that you know this.
that's fine. You know, you're very dead set on that goal, and I'm not in a position to stop you. So,
He shoves burnt leaves into your hand and pulls you through the woods.
I mean, I'm still a little fuzzy on religion as a concept, so I think this is just as close as we're getting.
He's just thought you've been doing bad magic this whole time.
I have been doing no magic this whole time, no matter how you slice it. Okay, yeah, so we get there, and I just assume there's nothing else I can tell about the scene. From what it sounds like, probably Lucas and Odelia were walking through the woods, and Lucas teleported them uncontrollably and
And I'm like, but look at this
probably
little foot.
dangerously.
Look at this little footprint. It stops in half. What do you think that means?
Well,
Ada!
Ada
think
knows
we
about
have-
magic. Ada had a magic sword sheath.
I think we can be confident the whole foot was teleported.
But how can we
Okay.
know?
Because the other half of the foot isn't here.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
there is that. There is no half a foot.
There are
You're
no
right.
pieces of children left in this forest.
I think that's a good thing.
I mean, yeah, this is not good, to put it lightly. I mean, it's possible there are artifacts I've heard of that might be able to help track, but where they are or if they'll work effectively, I mean, that's who knows. We could try and find a wizard. Or
Wizards are real?
she looks at Wirt meaningfully, or someone else might have more information and be able to contact someone.
Yes, okay. So what Ada is insinuating here is I was contacted by a what I presume to be a dark force, a demon of some kind, in an attempt to
I
trick
think that's a strong
me.
word for it.
Well, I don't have a better way to explain what happened. I was tempted with information by this unknown creature of where the children had disappeared to.
And what did it tell you?
It told me nothing because a demon came to me and offered me information, and this is not a bargain one can take in good faith.
I didn't know you had good faith.
Ragaire's like, can you call it again?
I think this is a very
You get it on the
unwise.
phone.
I do sincerely feel this is an unwise path to be trotting. This is not. You've seen what happened with Tolerette and the horrible things that happened with Gutrung and this whole cult. Do not dabble with demons. This is not going to end in anyone's.
I thought Tower Rot was made up. I thought Gutrung was it the whole time. Was that not what's happening in this city?
Tolerette is a real god.
What?
He's a fertility goddess from way south,
I'm learning so much.
where hippos actually exist, which is why she had a hippo head. Yes, Sarah.
This just might work.
Hmm.
My
Hear me
favorite
out.
phrase to hear from Sarah.
Oh, I have an idea now that you say that.
Okay, I haven't done this in a while.
Roadwise?
No. Even longer than that, Logan.
Whoa.
I have elven magic.
Oh my god, what?
So teleporting is kind of like using a door. Can I use Air of Gates on this circle? Because it's literally a gateway to somewhere else to find
Okay.
out what
I will
lies
hear you
beyond.
out, Sarah. I will hear you out.
That's literally what I
What's
was
the
going to
op for
suggest.
that?
Oh my god, I love this.
Okay.
Is it a shack?
Is it a shack? This is what I'll hear you out, and let's go find this.
The difficulty. I don't think it's gonna
I
parse
don't
super great.
like to
What is it?
believe these
Air
obs
of
because
Gates.
they're. I think they should be a little more malleable.
Okay, so if Gates of the Realm is 8.
Gates of the realm.
What even is a gate of a
Okay, okay.
realm?
That's like the door through the Great Wall of China, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not comparable to what's going on here. Logan, just walk with me on a journey here, okay?
We've been walking through a forest for the past, I don't know, 3
Gates
hours.
of the realm is 8. Gotta love that.
Okay,
What is your
so
journey? Where are we going?
teleportation
Mm-hmm.
probably involves stepping through time and or space
Okay.
to another location. Yeah?
Yeah, you still have me.
Okay. That probably involves traveling through another dimension.
That sounds like a realm to me.
You're starting to lose me, but I'm willing to play along.
Okay, okay. So the dimensions that you travel through,
Mm-hmm.
probably the amount of control you can exert over that dimension is proportional to your magical strength, as it were.
Okay. Yeah. Sure, that makes sense.
Okay. And if you're not very magically strong, you can't exert a lot of control.
Okay.
And if a dimension is more or less a location, and you can only exert a very small amount of force, you can
Yes.
only control a location the approximate size and value of a shack.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, it is a 5-foot circle. That's shack size.
That is shack size.
That is shack size circle.
We're talking about teleportation outhouses here. All right. I mean, this is not
This is a porta potty. The porta potty.
Now you need to roll for whatever Lucas's teleportation skill was.
I only have a 3 in Air of Gates, so you know.
And none of us can help you.
None of you can help me.
Wirt wants to give you some faith support.
Oh,
It's
he
Because
already-
I appreciate you
It's already
doing a
opening ended.
throwback to your character, Sarah.
Thanks.
I will, and you have a 3.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you an ob 5.
Oh,
Oh, thanks, Boo. I love you too.
Negotiate everything carefully.
yeah,
I'll
Is it
carefully.
already is it
I'll-
already open ended?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great. Then I will go ahead and pray for a blessing to give you plus 1d.
Thanks,
Can
Boo.
we do a setup test of some kind? That is reasonable.
I
That is
warm
the
up.
next
I
question.
sing warm up before I actually
Mhm.
sing. I
Ooh,
roll
oh,
sing
oh,
to
oh,
warm
oh,
up.
In terms of helping, where would Lucas want to go? If
You
he's
helping can only come from an elf with the same song.
You can't help. We can do a setup action.
Yeah.
So we like group brainstorm.
Well,
Yeah,
I
okay, so,
already
like-
know that Lucas wants to go far away and never come back, though.
Mhm.
so okay, did he talk about like I want to go to that shell house by the sea?
No, I already made a roll exactly to.
Ugh.
Okay.
And I
Fine.
failed.
I think she failed, yeah.
Yeah, we just learned the unwanted information of I want to go somewhere far away,
Yeah.
inaccessibly far. Okay.
I think you
So-
got this.
Reasonable.
5 to 5. Well, I guess
Well,
we need
I have
a
to get
faith
I
roll first.
I
too.
have
Yeah.
to get the faith roll in order to make it.
Which one are you using? What?
Me?
What? Yeah.
Blessing. Plus 1d to a stat, skill, health, or skill test. I can bless a person, beast, device, or tool.
I guess, yeah, this is a skill,
Well,
isn't
then
it?
you can bless a beast.
Run faster, horse.
Arab Gates is a skill.
It's a spell song. I don't know where that lands.
I'm pretty
in
sure
the-
that's a
don't
skill, but I
know.
don't
I'm
know.
gonna.
Bell.
I have a
It's a
skill
spell?
song and I have spell songs.
Oh,
Oh
my.
my
Okay.
gosh,
Is this a
elves.
spell song?
This is a spell song.
So it's not a skill song.
It's not a skill song.
Oh lord.
You roll an ability.
Does she roll
rolls
an ability?
She rolls.
Elven spell songs. These abilities are
it's
less skills and
will.
more like individual spells, but it does call them abilities.
Yeah, but the blessing doesn't say abilities. I'm gonna go with. I don't think your faith works on her songs, because her songs can't really be helped by other people unless they're an elf with the same skill. So I think it wants it to be very restricted.
Makes sense. Why would your faith be helpful to an elf that doesn't believe in your faith?
I don't think it's that your faith isn't. I think it's that like blessing and aid don't, but like minor miracle and whatnot. I think it's possible. It's just harder than the op 3 bit, but it's more of like a. I don't know. Yeah, I think that would fall under more miracle. Like
Well,
her magic is empowered rather
does
than
anybody
you.
have a different idea? We don't have to do that.
You could still do it. Don't be
I think
scared
you
of
should do
failure,
that.
Sarah.
My
Don't be
idea is
scared
to
of failure.
find someone or an artifact.
Okay. I mean, well, never be afraid of failure. That's our new mantra.
Now, before I tell you that, what happens if you fail songs and just normal failure? There's no special.
Nothing bad really happens.
Oh.
You always want it to be bad, like with everybody else, and that is the one benefit. I think I have to I have to endure the length of the song, but I don't think
Okay.
it doesn't rebound on me, and I don't lose faith.
Perfect. It takes
And I-
125 actions. What's an action? No idea.
You know, we
I
don't
think that's on
ask.
the order of a minute.
I think
We-
it's probably like 25 minutes, but
Okay. I
I don't think
mean,
it's that long.
it's a hard to find shack.
well, like 3 actions are 1 round of fight.
So,
So 120 of those, probably more than a minute.
Air of Gates.
Yeah.
I will do it carefully to get 1 die. That's
Uh-huh.
4. We're saying ob 5.
Mhm.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I can use Can I use persona?
You
for-
can. Do you want
Okay.
to?
Sure. Gotta find my baby. There's a half foot missing. Well, I was doing. Okay, 5. Let's do it to it. Come on, Air of Gates. Come in clutch. 2 6s.
Well, you
That a you.
roll a traitor on this one
You
since
only
it's
roll
already
one
open
trader,
ended.
yeah, for this.
But if you
Just
roll a
one
6
traitor.
and then you get if you roll a
Success.
6 and then another success.
It could happen.
Okay. Come on, big money. 6s all the way.
No.
Nope.
But it was a difficult Air of Gates, so I
Yeah.
have upgraded that.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's good.
Perfect. So yeah, you nothing bad happens. You every other time you've used this and it works, a face appears on the door and you ask it what lies beyond. And so you get ready to ask this and you hear some like shuffling and you're like, this face is appearing and you ask what lies beyond. And then you open your eyes and there's like a little chipmunk that's like in the dirt scratching around.
Oh, so precious.
It looks at you like chirps and then dives into the snow. There's no face on the dimensional shack.
And we're just like, oh,
The dimensional.
wonderment.
And I'm like, yeah, you're just all in wonderment, and while you're in your happy la la land for a second, I just kick some snow in frustration. Okay, so that didn't work. I give up. I don't know. I am out of ideas.
Does anybody have like crazy wood switch life path that we could circles up somebody?
Nope.
We don't have a Mia with us.
I mean, we could try and find a witch. Witch of the woods.
I
Always circles.
want a witch of the woods.
Find a wizard of the woods.
Please find wizard. ASAP.
Who's closest to wizard?
I think the closest person to a witch of the woods that we have would be a
Ragaire?
duchess.
Oh, the Duchess. Well, we don't want the Duchess.
That we know of. But we can always circle someone up.
Mhm. You
Um,
can always circles.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
we should either circles up a wizard or a witch. Or I can try an artifact wise for an artifact.
Both
How-
options.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be OB 16 hard. So Sarah is willing to do OB 16.
True. I don't think it's gonna be odd 16, but
She
it's probably at
did.
least 4 or 5.
Okay, well, I'm on circles. So what are you guys doing?
Okay.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that's dumb.
definitely top 5 for that wise.
Do you need a difficult artifact wise? Or that's probably challenging.
Oh, for artifact wise, what do I don't know what I need. I'd recently upgraded it, so I need anything.
Oh, look at that. OB 5 is something.
You're not wrong. It is something. It is something that I don't want to spend resources on particularly.
Well, that's
Yeah, I
fine.
mean,
Just fail.
That's true. Classic. Circles would be good. I don't know who would have the best chance of actually getting them. I think witches are an outcast, which none of us have in our life.
I mean, I'm in exile. That's kind of like being an outcast. I mean, I could try. I have a 4 in circles.
Wow, that's
A
pretty good.
4 in circles.
Pretty good.
Don't ask me how.
Okay, well let's. Do
I
you
did
wanna,
a lot of wandering.
Do you want to
Start going
try?
through let's start thinking
Yeah, let's
about the
going through the
questions.
list.
There's
Okay.
a list.
OB 1 base. Specific occupation and an occupation rare or unique within your setting.
I mean,
It is specific.
What page is circles?
380. Same
it is
station.
specific.
It's specific.
It does
What do
say
we
you
think?
don't have to add all of the modifiers at once. You can do less than all of them.
You don't have to add them all at once. Okay, you're right. Station. I don't think station really matters for this one, unless you want like the
We don't want the
dissertation
grand
writing.
poobah of
Yeah.
witches.
No.
Okay. Disposition and character knowledge.
We need
So I
them to
guess
know
you
about
could do.
teleportation.
Someone who knows how to deal with teleportation would be ideal.
So okay, you could do it two ways here.
Or
You could
someone
get
who
a
can
specific
track.
occupation, or you could get someone with less of an occupation but with specific knowledge, which would be. I think those both add up to 4.
I think specific knowledge is more helpful than specific occupation.
Yeah, like
Okay, so we would do 1 and then 2 and then 1, so we're still back up to 4.
get
But
those
we've
kids
got through.
out
But
of
we've got through 3 categories, so we only have time and place left.
that.
Do you want them right here, right now, in the middle of trouble? Doesn't matter, or unusual for this character?
What does that even mean?
It's like finding a clergyman in the red light district would be
Unusual for that character.
Yeah.
We are in the woods
You are in the woods.
We're in the
where
creepy woods where
outcast
a witch would
witches
live. Yep.
would be. Especially hiding out from duchesses and faithful clergy who probably don't love weird witches.
And they're probably drawn to the sounds of magic being cast nearby, and I'm sure that
Mm.
Lucas was freaking out.
Yeah.
Because I want to encourage you. I'll leave it at op 4.
Thanks.
Can you help with circles?
I have apparently
Only
rolled
if you share
circles
life paths.
twice.
I don't
Okay,
think
I should-
any of you have an elf life path.
Why, Luke? Why?
Have
Do you
nine.
have any applicable reputations or
Oh.
appropriate affiliations?
Okay. Wow, really digging deep into my character these days. Affiliation with the Swords of the White Tower, sword singers sworn to protect their lands.
You're not in your land.
A trait that helps me not at all.
Do you have a reputation?
Does me being in exile count as me being having a reputation? I'm infamous, so all elves and the enemy of my people. That's kind of
Infamous
like being an
reputations
outcast
are a thing.
witch.
Well, I don't think so. I think we'll leave it at 4 with no advantages.
I forgot I had a Lady Danger infamous reputation.
I knew someone got a reputation. There's Lady Danger.
That's a pretty badass
I
reputation.
know.
Okay. So I'm
let's
just gonna
see.
roll it then.
Appropriate wises. Do you have any appropriate wises?
Oh.
Witches of the road wise.
Oh, it's to be used as link tests. Okay, so it's different.
No.
Okay. And then you roll, and I think if you name them, then you get an advantage on your next thing to track them down. Is that right? I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So ob 4.
Ob 4. I have 4.
You got it,
Should
girl.
I spend a persona on this too?
No.
Okay, we'll do it. Da, 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 da. I mean, I made what's his name? The other NPC we love who can't make nails, so
Ivan of the Road.
Ivan of the Road.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
We get the best clause in the game. So.
The
Yay!
enmity clause.
Last class.
I
Okay.
didn't do it.
Let's see. Do you want to name them, Sarah? You get a bonus if you want to search them down in the
Clotho.
future. Clotho?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Clotho. Come on.
Thank you, Sean.
Clotho.
Clotho.
Clotho. Okay.
Isn't that what I named something to do with
I think
my
so.
god in
It's the fate.
Dawn
It's a
of
god of.
Worlds?
It's
Yeah.
a fate god. Yeah,
I think that's what my avatar was named.
I think
Yes.
you're right.
I think you're
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so Clotho.
I'm just copying Connor.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's all been done before, Sarah. I don't know.
Well, he was just copying the Greeks, so
Everybody's copying them.
That's true.
Okay.
All
Are
right.
you ready for this, Sarah?
No, I'm never.
We are doing a throwback
Ugh,
on your character today.
yeah.
You know,
Rava
you
Dren.
know Clotho Dren, the grandfather of Rava Dren.
Yeah, of course.
That's why Rava was coming to this area, to see if he could track down his grandpappy.
Yep. Great.
And
Should've
he is
brought
a
that back.
wizened woodsman.
He's a wizened woodman,
Wizened
and he lives
woodsman.
in what direction? Do I know?
Which way is the wizened woodsman? West?
You didn't pay for right here, right now, so somewhere in the woods.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know. I can't make this work with my knowledge, but there's supposed to be some wizard of some kind around here named Clotho. If we can find him, he might be able to help. I might want to hang back though when you talk to him because he's not a huge fan of mine. But Morrine, you and Rava get along great. It's Rava's grandfather who is this woodsy wizard man.
Wizened woodman.
Well, we can
Wizened
just find
woodman.
Rava, right? And he'll know where.
I
I
owe
wouldn't
Rava
want
a
to do that.
sword.
You
But-
owe. Well, you have a sword, so give him your
I-
sword.
I don't. Broke.
When did you break
I
your
forgot you broke your
sword?
sword.
I don't remember, but it's definitely broken.
You were trying to do something on this task to find your child,
Oh,
and you
it's
used your
broken.
sword for a tool that you would not normally use a
we
small
hacked
blade
through
for.
the leaves or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, you hacked.
And I
at
think
the
you hit a
underbrush.
rock, and it dislodged the blade from your
But-
handle, I think.
Ada, if you want to fix my sword, and then I told Rava I would get him an extra special sword. But if you made him an extra special sword, then I bet that we could give him a sword and get him to take us to his
Just
grandfather.
special sword?
Like a fancy, nice sword. I told him that because I was like, my friend Ada, she makes really nice swords, Rava, and you'll owe me one after this because this sword will be so cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I do make good swords. This is a true fact, so I will accept that compliment. But I'm not happy about this situation. But we're at a dead end in this woods, so I would prefer to go back to town.
It's side quest time.
Do. Okay. Yeah, I guess we go back into town.
You've now gone back and forth on this road for some number of
We
times.
have created our own deer trail through this
Yeah.
forest.
My other thought, saying this out of character, Lenka? Another elf. May be helpful
Who
in some
doesn't
way.
like Ragaire?
This elf is
Right,
not
well,
helpful. This elf
We're
says
already interacting with...
Shots fired! I mean, I need to talk to Lanka anyway, so that's
Well, that's
fine.
great. Why don't Wirt and Ragaire go
Right.
talk to Lanka? Ada and Morrine will go get swords.
I'll fix the swords. You talk to Lenka. Maybe talk to whatever the imbecile who runs this city is. This town.
Martine!
Maybe talk to Martine and see if he knows anything for any reason. I doubt it, but who knows?
Worth
It'll
an
take
ask.
me some time. to make this stuff. Okay.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
so you're splitting up. Who wants to go
Into town we
first?
go.
I feel like
Um,
making the sword is a simpler task.
Yeah.
Those are simpler just because it's basically 2 rolls.
You have to fix one sword and then make another sword.
Yes, this is an interesting question, actually.
You have a weaponsmithing?
No, but I have blacksmithing.
Yeah, in blacksmithing you just have different.
Yeah, they just have different obs. It is
Ob
ob
4.
4 for a sword with blacksmithing.
Okay.
Oh, and with weapon. I mean, I need to work on weaponsmithing though, so let's check what that is.
Weaponsmithing. Ob 3 for a long sword, ob 2 for a short sword.
Isn't yours a long sword?
I say just give him a short sword and say you never said what length the sword was going to be.
You said great sword.
I said
A
Nice
really nice
sword.
A
sword.
really
yeah.
nice sword.
Yeah. To make
Um,
superior quality, add +2 ob. So make a ob 3 knife. That's a nice
I'm not
short.
making him a
tiny-
superior sword. I'm gonna make him maybe a nice short sword. Let's see, what is weaponsmithing? I only have 5 for whatever the difficulty of that will end up being. Okay. The other thing is to fix your weapon. I can use mending probably.
Mm-hmm. Is my armor broken or did you fix that?
No, I think I already fixed that.
Yeah, it's fixed.
It is just here to fix your things.
That is kind of part of why I'm here.
That's why you bring a
Um,
blacksmith along.
It does not have a meaningful value for mending
Mm-mm.
the sword, so I think using blacksmithing is probably fine.
Mhm.
What do you say? Ob 2, 3 for fixing a broken sword?
Is there not rules for repairing?
No.
I feel like that's something
Nope.
they normally. Okay.
I
think
mean,
it's
mending has stuff, but it's all for armor.
Or mending stuff broken on the
broken on
road
the
or at
road.
work. Mending something badly broken.
I think
Making-
it's badly broken.
Ob 4 mending. Well, we can try. Okay, I'll do mending. I will fork in blacksmithing. You don't really need a sword right now, so you're fine. We have Ragaire.
I have a knife.
You have a knife. Perfect. Okay.
Do you want
Before
help?
you roll,
Nope.
time wise. So it says a few weeks to make a mail shirt. This is repairing a sword, so I think it's going to be less than a few weeks. So we'll say 3 days.
What?
Extra successes can knock days off of that.
Okay, let's go buy Java a nice sword.
I can't buy him jack shit. I can help you buy something maybe, but no one's selling swords here.
Give him a
You know,
sword
It's
and
out
then
of commission,
steal
then
it
I'm the
back.
new blacksmith.
Ada have made sure there's no competing blacksmiths in this town.
Where does it say this timeline?
On 33.
Oh, that's way early.
I mean, mending I could see happening in one day. Definitely forging a sword. No.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll say mending. I'll
Doesn't
give
matter
you.
either way, because I
Yeah.
have to do both,
Yeah.
theoretically.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
ugh. Sure, that's.
3
I mean,
days
it's
for
probably
the sword.
fine.
Okay. Well, you're probably not getting a sword out of this, but I
That's
want the
fine.
difficult test quite badly. Ugh. I'll be nice and I'll at least try and spend a fate on
Okay.
it.
Is it open ended or what's that asterisk?
It requires tools.
Oh,
Nope.
No sword.
yes. Okay, your sword is unrepairable.
Nice.
Yeah, Ada's basically melted it down and started using it
Which
to
is
make
like,
this
wait,
other
shit, I don't have
sword.
another mold to
You
remake it.
Messed this up too much. Now it's time for me to make a weapon. In which case, I will do that. Instead, I will do...
Now, do you want help?
Yes, but it is a stat test, technically. Because it's going to be I'm going to make him a short sword, which is ob
Mhm.
2, up to ob 4.
Oh, you're opening weaponsmithing?
Yeah, I'm still opening weaponsmithing, which is a
Okay.
perception, which,
Weaponsmithing is perception? What?
yeah, I think it's perception or agility, something like that. My perception's higher.
Oh, I can't help you if you're learning, though. Right? Is that real? Yes.
Nope. Well, yeah, you can help.
I don't think you can help.
You have to help the stat, not the skill. And stats can only help stats.
Okay, I'll trust you. You know this. I'm gonna help you with power and pump your bellows for you.
Oh, that's perfect. How much is that?
2.
2. Perfect. Oh, and I'll do it. Trying to do this quicker.
Yeah, don't do it carefully. Because it's 50% time, right?
But I'll spend a fate on it to get another extra dice. Base ob's going to be 4.
Well, 2
Oh,
to 4, yeah.
I messed that up. It
you're
was
good.
2 into 4.
That's good.
So I did succeed.
Yes.
With 1 extra, I'll spend that to work faster.
Okay.
However you deem that fit.
You didn't work?
Actually, it needs to be higher quality, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I will instead spend that extra dice to narratively make it look nice.
Okay.
So Rava appreciates it more.
And you did not do carefully or anything like that?
No. So I'm still at whatever the base time is.
You can instead. Oh wait, no, that's exactly what you did. Okay, you work patiently. Okay.
It's patient.
You do have a
So
6 that you could reroll if you wanted.
My fate is starting to become a limited resource.
Can I donate you some fate?
No.
okay, so we were gonna if it was 2 weeks, I would say a couple. Few weeks is 3 total weeks for armor. This is a sword, which
Let me
is
look up
less
how
than
long it
armor.
takes to forge
In real life.
a sword. Yeah. Why not? What?
You not like what you read?
I take that answer back.
Unlook that up.
I never
We'll
learned
go-
that information.
We'll go with 2 weeks.
It's a long time. Well, hopefully
What?
somebody else has success and we can interrupt this process.
Okay, jump cut. Other 2.
Okay, so who do we start with? I think we start with Martine.
Sure.
Okay.
You want to do the talk? I'm like, do you want to do the talking? I feel like Martine doesn't really like me all that much.
I don't
You're
think
better at
Martine
talking.
likes any of us very much, so
You're probably right about that.
we'll just roll on in there and see what we get, shall we? We knock on Martine's door.
It opens. It closes.
I stick my foot in before he can close it.
Oh! Over here! I didn't see your foot there. Sorry.
and I just continue walking as though and like force my way in.
As you're already inside his house, he's like, "Come in, come in."
Thank you, Martine. I
I,
appreciate
what,
the invitation.
what
Inside.
pleasure it is. You all back again? I didn't know you were still in town.
Yes, we are. We have been for quite some time. I
I
don't want to
am,
take up
yeah.
much of your time. I understand we have been, uh, we've been.
We have been.
Ragaire just nods after you say that.
Um, but I just wanted to take a moment to express our thanks for everything you've done for us. You have been quite some help, and your skills have been very valued. And we would
remarkable,
like,
really.
yes, absolutely, we would like to ask your aid one more time in finding someone who lives in the forest. The oh,
Clotho.
Ragaire, what was his name? Clotho? Was that it?
Clotho Dren.
Yes, Clotho Dren. I think. There's a man in town, Rava, who we've spoken to before. And we're just it's his grandfather, and we're trying to hunt him down. Do you happen to know where he might live?
Make a check of some sort.
I would like to roll
Persuasion.
persuasion with a bit of soothing platitudes.
Okay,
Just
I
like
think you did butter him up.
I sure feel like I did.
Martine, as willful as always, 4. That's a lot of
Praise
sixes.
the Lord, baby Jesus.
Only could roll that on faith rolls.
Yeah, if I could roll that on literally anything else.
Well, I haven't seen Clotho in some time, but now that you mention it, I do. Uh, we're old friends. He's been in the woods. He's a wizened woodman. As you know, he's lived in these woods for quite some time. It takes some time to become wizened. But we go way back. I haven't seen him in so long. He's. I wonder where if he's still over in that hut over on the side of that mountain. Yeah, we could go over there. Well, not at this hour, but then tomorrow we could go bring him something, or maybe actually really go ask if he has any food.
Well, thank you. I very much appreciate the help, Martine. If you don't want to trouble yourself with the travel, then we're happy to take some instructions or a map of some sort. But if you would like the opportunity to go and visit your dear friend Clotho, then please feel free to come along as our traveling guest. We'll find
Okay.
something to give him, a scarf or some mittens or something to as a token of our gratitude.
Okay. Well, let's call it an expedition. We'll set out tomorrow at sunrise.
That sounds delightful. Shall we just meet at your home here?
Absolutely.
Bright and early. Thank you so much, Martine. Just a smile and a wave and a quick get out before we cause any more problems.
Run away.
Okay.
Wow, you really convinced him, Brother Wirt.
Yes, I'm quite impressed with myself, as it were. Rather chuffed, I think the
Good
Brits say.
job. He's never been that helpful this whole time.
Well, I think when he's not being threatened with the point of a sword, he's a bit more amenable to helping.
I could see how that would be the case. Maybe you're onto something.
Bit of wisdom. Perhaps you can apply it to your own life sometimes.
I'll consider it. I'll consider it.
Do we want to talk to Lenka, or do we want to just save the "hey, we know" card for when we
Save
really need some?
Lenka. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how much help Lenka will be anyway.
Doubtful. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna put a pin in that one.
Yeah.
And then let's find something to give both Martine and Clotho. Perhaps we give them a set of
Honey
matching
water?
socks or something. I think it needs
I'm
to be a
good
little
at
bit more butter 'em up than honey water.
ice cream cake.
I think we could do ice cream cake. That would be certainly a unique treat.
Frozen snow honey, I think is what you mean.
ice cream cake with flour sawdust combo.
Mhm. Mhm.
The theme of all Sarah
Oh,
baking
God.
projects in game are always appropriate.
Tequila
Well, okay,
pound
what
cake.
are you gonna give him? Are you gonna go buy something? Are you gonna make something? Are you not going to give him anything?
I mean, is there
There's a
any
market
kind
in
of
town.
market, yeah, with a tannery or a furrier or something that we can buy earmuffs from?
Yeah. Go ahead and test
Did you know I have the skill
resources.
tanner?
You're busy. You're
Oh, do
occupied
we
making
know
a
it,
sword.
Tanner?
Yeah, I looked up that sword thing more, and it was like anywhere from days to weeks to months. Good luck.
But it
Um,
also says that it would
Reassuring.
take months because you were making like a bunch of swords. It's like I saw 8 hours for a cheap ass sword. So
I just want to
Couple
point out,
days for a cheap sword, yeah, probably.
my Facebook feed gets filled with lots of people making things videos,
Uh-huh.
and I've seen
Uh-huh.
lots of swords, daggers, axes, etc. be made in less than 8 minutes.
ooh.
Yeah, you have. They've also usually had higher quality machinery than I have.
Okay, fine. We double it and call it 16.
My God.
16 minutes, perfect.
It's a sword-shaped object, if not a sword.
I've taken a blank sheet of metal and I've chiseled the shape of a sword onto it.
Really,
Ooh,
I feel like
okay.
you just take some cardboard and paint it, and you'll never know the difference.
Stage
Even
prop.
better.
Okay, well, if you wanna, do you wanna buy something?
Sure.
Let's find resources.
Ragaire is all game for this capitalist purchasing stuff. He has no resources, but will help in any way.
You
Can't
can
help
take
with
out a
0.
loan.
You can help me with haggling.
I can't haggle. I can interrogate.
Oh, where is
Really the
where
best
is this
price.
Okay,
What have you done?
resources. Where are you at in this
Get some
list?
cash out.
It's not under skills.
Why
It's
would
an
it be under
attribute.
skills?
It's past. Yeah, no, it's like right past steel.
Yeah, where is that? Oh my God, I just saw it.
366.
Yeah, 366. Oh my goodness. Okay, testing resources.
What are you buying?
A small warm item. Socks,
Uh,
mittens, gloves, a
Food for the
loincloth.
day, lodging for the night, clothing, shoes, and other simple mundane material goods.
Sounds like that.
Ob 1.
Okay.
What is this?
We got this.
Spangenhelm.
What is a
Excuse
what?
me?
Is that a type of armor?
Spangenhelm. Oh, you could have bought a Spangenhelm for that amount of money.
Well,
Oh my god, that
instead,
is a
Look at
very
that.
interesting segmented helmet.
Oh.
well, you got a
That's,
segmented
yeah.
earmuffs.
Yeah.
They have
I'll
And a
have to find it.
squirrel.
their chipmunk lined fur.
Ooh.
You think back to that Air of
Stylish.
Bates moment.
Mm-hmm.
I look away.
Yes, okay, you do have
R.I.P. Chipmunk friend.
these nice earmuffs.
It's 2 pairs, yes. One for Martine, one for.
Oh, you got
Oh, no,
Martine
was
from?
my.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
my stated intent.
Yes, yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay. Yep.
Okay,
Great.
off to bed.
Yeah, we're like, let's get this show on the road. We're gonna not make any rolls and just go to sleep.
Okay.
Wirt has been walking around in the cold. He wants no more of it.
Okay. So, Ada and Marin are you guys going to continue to make this sword?
Yeah, until somebody else comes and gets us.
Well, yeah. Are you guys gonna
I mean,
go?
Ada's gonna keep doing it. Marin. Well, I guess Marin helps, so she's
Yeah.
kind of stuck.
Are you two? Do you want to go on this duo adventure? Or do you want to go get them?
They're making a sword.
Perfect. Okay.
We succeeded on our roll, so we get to share in the joy of two-person.
Succeeded on my roll. It just means I'm tied up for a week.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Okay. Perfect. So then, We'll set off in the morning. Does anyone have a scene they want, like a short personal scene before we set off on that side quest?
Do Ada and does Ragaire come visit Ada before we leave? Since we haven't had a moment.
Ragaire might come visit Ada, but Ada would probably not leave the
I'm-
smithy to find Ragaire at this moment.
Okay.
Like she would be willing to talk if Ragaire, like she'd be totally willing to talk if Ragaire came to her, but I think she's focused on the task at the moment.
I'll have a chat with Ada. Help
While
him.
you're banging away.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time to talk. It's hard. You have to take a break every couple words.
Ada,
Bang.
you know how Ivan ratted you out to the Duchess?
Bang. Don't remind me.
Was he on an unpaid apprenticeship? Or was it paid?
He is mostly free labor.
Mostly?
I guess he's entirely free at the moment because I don't pay him, but I do let him stay in the forge.
I really appreciate it, boss. It's really warm back here.
What is it? He's over there in a bathrobe with like a bowl of cereal, just like chilling on a couch. Thanks for letting me crash
What
here,
did we
boss.
say about quiet hour?
Bang!
Bang! Yeah, I mean, technically he's helping me, but I don't know if that's actually true or not.
Well, if you found somebody who actually could help you, would you pay them?
I mean, apprentices don't normally get paid except for in knowledge. But I mean, I would maybe work out a contract if there was somebody who was interested.
Work out a contract.
Yeah, like an informal apprentice master contract. Though we're not really in the time or place to do that right now.
Right.
And
Right.
like I said, traditionally apprentices don't get paid; they just get room, board, and knowledge.
But if you like it theoretically, if they didn't need room and board, they could get paid. It
Knowledge.
isn't like the difference.
Mm,
Okay, yeah, that's great. That's great.
it's a predatory system.
It's
Otherwise,
based off of inequity.
yeah, it's based off of inequity. Also, I don't really have money to speak. I mainly barter
No,
my
but that
services.
that other, what was that guy's name? He used to have this forge. He might have money.
Angar.
Angar? I mean, maybe. I don't know if barely anyone has money in this town.
Maybe not.
Also, why would you want to? You don't need Angar. Why are you even talking about him?
You just said you didn't
If
have
you
money.
can find an apprentice, I'll take them. Temporarily, at least.
I will hold you to that.
Remember, they don't get paid. Bang, and that's final. Bang.
Okay. Any other scenes people want?
Nope.
I'll wait to talk when Ada's a little more emotionally available.
Well, in that case, we will call it here for the night. Shorter session because we started late, and then we will kick off with the terrific trio marching into the woods to find the
We've
Wizard's
gained-
Woodman. Martine is now part of the party in his mind.
Martine has gained access.
Get
to
him
Bard.
out of here, please.
I do love the image of him wearing chipmunk earmuffs,
Mhm.
though. I feel like that just seems
Mhm.
very on brand.
That is pretty amusing.
So, Yay, brother Wirt and Ragaire have an adventure.
Do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do.
Everyone gets a job. Woo.
Wirt gets a job, yay.
Kind of.
Pay
Kind of.
negotiable.
Negotiable.
A
You have to
pay
get in there. You have to
negotiable
make
job.
yourself irreplaceable, and then you get paid.
Okay, yeah.
Go cut off Ada's arm, and then you can together have a full set of blacksmith arms.
Solid plan. Solid
We
plan.
will do Artha off camera
Yeah.
as always, and we will be taking a short break. Correct.
Yes.
Next week and the week
forgot, but you're
after.
right.
But then in 3 weeks, we will come back to our international lizard phenomenon adventure.
Becky with the good scales.
Becky with
Am
the
I
good
right?
scales. And we will turn off her heat lamp and
Permanently.
They're really coming
exactly.
for Becky.
And
They really-
return her to Denmark.
Exactly.
No foreign creatures.
Get these
in
Danish
Sweden.
lizards out of here.
Oh my god.
Which means that a full month will finally get Martine added to this party like he's always wanted.
It's gonna take him that long to win his way into our hearts.
And in that month,
He's
Sean
on my
could have
hit
made
list.
an IRL sword.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, we will see you in 3 then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.